Imagine having to monitor and control your heartbeat and your breathing and your digestion. Would you also be able to play with your kids, draw a picture, or watch a movie? In this episode, the autonomic nervous system, the biological foundation of everything else in this book and the next two. What it is, why it runs on autopilot, and a quick map of the three states it shifts between. Hi, I am Justin Sunseri, a therapist, self-regulation coach, and Polyvagal Institute editorial board member. You're listening to Stuck Not Broken, Book 1, Trauma and the Polyvagal Paradigm. Our first learning destination is nerdy, but I promise it will be painless. Your autonomic nervous system, ANS, governs all your internal organs and processes without conscious direction or effort on your part. It's involuntary and automatic. Breathing, heart rate, sweating, pupil dilation, internal temperature regulation, digestion, and more are not functions that you must direct or plan out consciously. If they were, daily life would be probably a lot more difficult, right? Imagine having to monitor and control your heartbeat or your breathing or your digestion. Now imagine doing all these things at the same time. Now imagine doing all these things at the same time while also knowing the optimal levels of each. And even if you could do all that, could you also adjust to what is necessary to the specific environment in that particular moment and then adjust to the next environment in the next moment? Probably not. But that's what your lovely ANS does. It optimizes your body's resources and functions based on the situation, the context. It will adjust your pupil dilation based on the area's light. It'll regulate your breathing based on your body's current oxygen demands. Your ANS also adjusts to varying levels of safety, danger, or life threat every moment of every day. It shifts all bodily functions based on what's necessary for survival. Even now, your wonderful ANS is scanning for safety or danger through your senses. It does all this passively in the background without your awareness. If we could pull off all of that on a conscious level, we probably would not also enjoy a Netflix binge at the same time. You couldn't listen to this book. We have a hard enough time just focusing on the person in front of us and sustaining a conversation. It's a good thing then that the ANS is outside of our conscious control. The autonomic nervous system is historically and generally known as two antagonistic systems, the sympathetic versus the parasympathetic, as if they were competing for dominance. However, Dr. Stephen Porges explains that it's more complex in his Polyvagal Theory. The theory hypothesizes that one sympathetic system and two parasympathetic systems work together to benefit the mammalian organism. They are not antagonistic, but complement each other and serve different functions based on the moment's needs. The sympathetic system, located in the spinal cord, is the biological pathway for the flight-fight response. The flight-fight mobilization system is ideal for confronting a threat or fleeing to safety. If you notice your flight-fight system activate, you'll likely experience shorter breaths, increased heart rate, and muscle tension. The two parasympathetic systems both utilize the vagus nerve. Polyvagal, though bivagal may have been better in my estimation. The first and oldest parasympathetic system is the immobility system, which is associated with the dorsal vagal part of the brainstem and extends to the gut. This system is responsible for bodily collapse in life-threatening situations. The second parasympathetic system is the social engagement system, which extends from the brainstem and connects the face, neck, and heart. This system becomes active when an individual is in a safe environment, facilitating social connections with other safe mammals. The autonomic nervous system shifts among these three bodily states, repurposing internal organs and processes to meet the demands of the moment, whether that's prosocial or defensive. For example, when in danger and more sympathetically charged, the mouth might go dry. The body no longer needs saliva to help chew food. It's now mobilized for running or fighting. The ANS prioritizes bodily processes based on what it detects as safe, dangerous, or life-threatening. When under life threat and shutting down, all systems are reduced to support basic, necessary life maintenance, such as heart rate and breathing. The entire body slows down, mimicking a corpse. The point is that the ANS is always working and doing so outside of our conscious control. It allows you to survive and maintain a basic level of functioning so that you can then direct your conscious attention elsewhere, like this audiobook. Our autonomic nervous system is basically in one of three different states. These are the primary states of the ANS: safety, flight fight, and shutdown. There are also mixed states, which are combinations of the primary states, and those are freeze, which combines flight, fight, and shutdown; play, combining safety and flight, fight; stillness or intimacy, which is safety plus shutdown; and appease, safe and social plus flight, fight plus shutdown, all of them; and then fawn, flight, fight plus shutdown. These primary and mixed states each evolved within us to enhance survival chances and optimize bodily functions and resources. They benefit us and other organisms by increasing the chances of passing genetic material. It's important to recognize these different states and what they look and feel like. Each has its own experience, and differentiating amongst them can make your internal experiences more manageable, at least at a cognitive level. We'll spend a lot of time understanding these primary and mixed states in depth. But before that, we need to learn how they interact with each other and how the ANS utilizes each state. That's the autonomic nervous system and the states it moves between. Next time, the polyvagal ladder, how these states actually sequence, why you don't get to choose which one you're in, and what that means for the way you've been judging yourself. Thank you so much for listening to Stuck Not Broken, Book 1.